My next task is figuring out why the lighting doesn't work. Hit the on button and nothing comes on. The front panel lighting is all behind this circuit board, and the wiring runs through this fuse here, and then it goes to the transformer here. So the lights all run off of AC. I'm hoping that the fuse is bad, which it probably is, because it's kind of unlikely that all of the bulbs in here, there's probably at least 3 and 4 bulbs in there that they all burned out. And the AC, the stereo indicator light, I also noticed when I was working on it earlier that the light wouldn't come on when it was tuned to a stereo station, but that's not tied in with these other bulbs, and it seems to be run off of DC. I suspect that there's a little bulb down here. I suspect that's bad. It looks like the fuse for the front panel lighting is blown. I didn't even have to get out an ohm meter or anything. I just was able to see it with the naked eye. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, so normally it's always good to check them with an ohm meter, but in this case it's absolutely clear. So I'm going to go ahead and try to find a new fuse and put one in. I ended up putting in a fuse, but it doesn't have the right rating. It's 1.25 amperes instead of 1.6 amperes, but it's going to have to do for now until I get an exact replacement, and I think that should have taken care of it. Okay, there it goes. Now I just have to work on this stereo indicator light. That's next. So now I'm going to take a look at the stereo indicator light. I'm not tuned to any station right now. The stereo indicator light has 2 wires come off of it. One here goes over to the FM board and terminates right there, and the other one I figured out that goes to the power supply here, and that has about 16 volts, 15.8 volts on it permanently. And what I'm actually looking for is a large voltage drop between both of these sides here, because if there's no large voltage difference here across the bulb, it's not going to light. So that means right now, since I'm not tuned to a station, if I put the lead of the voltmeter over here to this other pin coming off of the FM board, I should have a somewhat high voltage. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I've actually got 14.5 volts. So the voltage drop there, the difference between one side and the other side is only about 2 volts. And right now I am actually tuned to a station, and I've got a pretty strong signal. Going to my voltmeter again, and that's 0.884 volts, so that's actually working as it should. There's a large voltage drop now across the bulb, and it should light up, but it's not. So that tells me right there the bulb is bad. I'm going to go ahead and detune it now, see what happens. Here it goes back up.